Ho, ho, hello, everybody, and welcome back to Talking About Birds, the only Cardinal podcast that, like Adam Wainwright, made it to 200.
Wow.
But at what cost? My name is jolly old Saint Nate Heininger, and I am joined, as always, by my co-host, Ben, belly like a bowl full of jelly Samorgan.
Hey, Nate.
If you have an idea for the opening bit, text or leave us a voicemail at 848-48-BIRDS. And thank you to the anonymous texter who sent us in that opening bit. Very apt.
Wow.
For our 200th episode. The person
An
who sent
anonymous
this has
text,
sent,
really?
well, it's, I could tell you their phone number, but I don't think I'm going to do that. But it is the person.
What's the area code?
256. I don't even know where that is.
I've got to look that up. Okay.
But this is the person that we've referred to as the Bit Lord.
Oh, okay.
They have
Okay.
sent
Yes.
us. They've sent us many classic opening bits.
All right, Bitlord, I'm tracking down your location.
We're narrowing in. We're zeroing in. They also congratulated us on the milestone. This is it. This is our 200th episode. We are together in my basement.
Hey, Nate.
Hey, he's really close to me. The smell is overpowering.
Really?
It is Christmas Eve.
Yeah.
Late.
It's almost Christmas.
It's almost
We're
Christmas.
40 minutes away from Christmas.
I think if we go long enough, we might hear some footsteps on our roof.
Do you think we've been good enough?
No, I don't.
No, I feel like if he came, that's signaling something bad for everyone else.
If we're good, then that must mean
The bar is too low.
yeah.
Raise the bar, Santa
Come on,
Claus.
Santa, have higher standards.
Pathetic.
Yeah. Wow. Hambone, it is Christmas,
It is.
and for our 200th episode,
You son of a bitch.
I got you something.
Really?
Yep. Here you go. This is. Oh, my wrapping's coming apart. Here you go. He's gonna open it live on the pod,
Okay.
and while he opens it,
I got you nothing.
it's okay.
Okay.
We've got we were gifted this maybe horrible stout that I'm going to pour for us.
Okay.
It's from Side Project, which is
Okay.
a really awesome brewery here in St. Louis. It's called Parfait.
Okay.
It apparently was made with real Oreos.
Okay.
All right, Hambone's opening it.
Right. Oh, there's a lot of tape. All right. Tissue paper.
Disrespecting the tissue paper.
Okay, this feels hard.
All right, he's opening the first item.
Oh, this is actually a good gift.
You want to explain it for the...
It looks like it is a seasoning shaker of Red Hot Riplet St. Louis style seasoning.
Yeah.
Which I feel like I'm going to make like some fried chicken or something with this.
I know you're a big fan of Red Hot Riplets.
I really am. I had some for lunch the other day at Joya's, St. Louis stuff.
Yeah. Now there is another item.
There is another one.
And
Okay.
all right.
This one seems baseball cardy, maybe?
Yeah.
Or maybe you're giving me a credit card?
something like that.
Do we have a company card? Is this a company card?
Yeah. I'm just bringing you into the business.
All right. Okay. It is a pack of baseball cards with Domingo Germán, Emmanuel Clase, and Wander Franco.
Those are for you, my guy. Merry Christmas. Happy 200th. I went through my collection of baseball cards.
A sexual predator, a cheater, and if I do it, Domingo Germán, was he the DUI guy?
Domestic abuse.
Domestic abuse.
Yeah.
There we go.
So I thought,
Wow.
I know you're a collector, and I thought I'd go through my cards there and pick out some of your favorite players. Some of your, big fan of their off the field work. So
Yeah. My favorite thing Wander Franco ever did was when he had, was it like $500,000 worth of jewelry in his car that got stolen?
Yes.
I think that was his greatest contribution to our game. Thanks, Nate.
Yeah.
One gift that I will actually use and I will enjoy and something that I mean, I guess it's good to throw these away, right? I guess a manual Class A is the worst of these three, or the best of these three.
Yeah, I was gonna say, dude.
Sorry. I don't want
swing and a miss.
Yeah.
Yes, of those three.
Wow.
Just cheating at baseball. Not even in the, frankly, borderline inappropriate to even be making these sorts of jokes. But I wanted to make sure I gave you something that, that you would care about.
Yeah. And I do. And thank you, Nate. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Wow.
So I have here also, this is a stout. It's something like 60%. It is pitch black.
60% alcohol or what?
From something like that.
What?
Yeah.
Okay.
This is going to be terrible.
Okay.
Let's cheers.
Cheers.
Happy 200.
Wow. This looks like gasoline. Or oil, I mean to say.
Okay.
Ooh.
Heavy. It's
Ooh.
heavy. Creamy.
Wow. Ooh, it stings a little bit.
Yeah. Apparently, while they brew it, they actually put Oreos in it and then sift them out.
Oh, yeah. Let me try to taste the Oreo.
Do you taste the Oreo? I don't. Mostly just taste like brown.
Wow. It is. Maybe there's some Oreo in there. It's hard to find. It's got a sting to it that a beer doesn't usually have.
It's heavy. I love Side Project.
Yeah.
But not a big stout guy.
No.
Most of the time.
No, like people. I don't want to drink oatmeal and Oreo. Well,
Yeah.
I would like to drink Oreo, actually. Maybe not in this context.
I do like.
I love a McFlurry, Nathan.
Yeah, McFlurry. I was just gonna say Oreo is like my favorite ice cream.
Yeah.
Mix in.
Oh yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
I just went through like 2 full packages of the Selena Gomez Oreos.
Those are good.
They're very good.
Those are good. I like the branded celebrity Oreos. Lady Gaga.
Yeah.
Post Malone.
I've had the Post Malone ones.
Those are good.
Yeah.
And the rest.
Yeah, the rest. Yeah. So 200 episodes.
Yeah.
It's pretty wild. When we started this almost 4 years ago, I guess.
Jeez.
200 we've done it every week. We've not missed a week.
Right.
200 straight.
Couple of stinkers, but really.
Couple. Yeah.
And a couple of
We had
okay
some real
episodes.
bangers.
Oh yeah, that's what I meant.
Let's see. I think like when we have Dan Zamborski,
Yep. Those are good.
the guy Nick from Pitcher List,
Yeah.
Kelsey,
Yep.
C70, Kyle.
Yep.
That time we had Akira on the show.
That
Remember
was good.
That actually
was
was
good.
probably the best episode we ever did.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
then
Was
there's
that
a
2
lot
years
of
ago?
you and I.
Yeah. A lot all filler, no killer.
I had a solo episode one time.
You
when
did do a
We
solo.
almost missed an episode.
We did. Yeah.
But we got there.
Yeah. I think you just sort of procrastinated until it came all the way down to you had to just do it by yourself.
I think so.
Yeah.
And here we are today,
Yeah.
100-something episodes later.
Yeah. You recorded in the corner of an airport.
Man, the looks I got.
Yeah.
In the San Francisco airport.
Yeah.
In kind of like a construction zone.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was fun. That's dedication on a work trip.
Wow. Yeah, I've recorded in a bunch of hotel rooms.
Wow.
Not the same as an airport, but we're making it work. And we're doing it live. Hopefully the audio on this, funnily enough, this is like the worst way to do it from an audio standpoint.
Yeah.
I think we got it all
Well,
right.
that is. Did we say it? Did we say we're? Yeah, we said we're in the same room.
Yeah,
you
we
opened
just
it
went
like
through a
that.
thing where I handed you a package.
I know. Okay, it's been a long couple of days, Nate.
Yeah, we had our group Christmas party here in this basement last
Friend
night.
Christmas.
Yeah. I was up way too late, and
Yes.
again now up way too late doing this.
Yes, and we just spent about 9 hours with family.
Yeah, I'm wearing a sweater that your sister gave me.
Yeah,
It's nice.
Footy.
It's a footy.
Let's go City.
Yeah, STL City sweater. I'm looking at the camera. I think our camera quality is going to be kind of mid also for
that's
our
okay.
YouTube watchers. But look, we're in the same room. We got some cool art around here.
Just a couple of loudspeakers from the party.
Yeah.
And yeah. Oh yeah, we broke there was a
Yeah, I
broke,
just
yeah.
found it.
Yeah.
Broke a piece of show art that I have on the wall here.
Yeah.
So that's cool. We love that.
Yeah. yeah, it's been. I'm happy to be here, Nate.
Yeah.
I'm alive.
Do you think we'll do 200 more?
Probably. I mean, it's more of like it's less like determination or skill or anything like that, and more of just like the object. It's the path of least resistance. We've
Doing
done
the
it,
show.
Just keep doing it.
Yeah.
What
Yeah.
are we gonna do? Something else?
Something else? No.
It's not like we have any other irons in the fire or anything like that.
Constantly spinning like 800 different plates. I think we will, and if I may be, serious for a moment, I think like we have some listeners and we have a little community that we've been building over years. And I think if we didn't actually have like interaction from people and the Patreon, which is a part of it, but I know there's a lot of listeners that aren't a part of that, and that's cool too.
Yeah.
That is part of the drive, because I feel
Yes.
like at this point we have like a commitment to it.
Yeah, and I think like, well, you and I get to talk about baseball once
Right.
a week, which is really great.
Yeah.
We have a little group of nerds that like to talk about baseball. There are people outside of those groups, and we've like got to meet John Mozeliak and go to games and winter meetings and meet people who we would not have been able to meet otherwise. So this has all been. The only negative part of this entire experience is that we suck. And
If it was actually a good show, this would be so much better.
Right.
But yeah, it's been pretty wild hanging out with John Mozeliak and our little crew of other bloggers and podcasters and stuff that we've.
my mom has a digital picture frame, and around this time of year, she's always like, "Hey, why don't you send us some photos from the year?" To like refresh the frame. And I sent the photo with me, you, and John Mozeliak. I'm like, "Yeah, I just got this on my phone roll. That's pretty tight."
Man, he was so ready to be done.
Oh.
We were the last ones out there.
We
He's like-
basically tugged on his his lapels.
Little
like,
lapels,
hey,
yeah. Yeah. He tried to spray you with the little flower.
Yeah.
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 The
He
clown,
shook my
clown
hand and
shit,
he
yeah.
buzzed me. Yeah.
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 But
This is true.
yeah, it's been great. It's been a lot of fun. I think we're gonna go to the moon, Nate.
Dude, I'm still, if you hear me coughing, I'm still,
Yeah.
my voice is back, but I'm still, I'm weakened. I'm in
Yeah.
a weakened, a reduced state. But I think probably the moon is our next step.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, let's talk about the Cardinals. I don't know, or anything else you
No,
wanna
I
reflect
did
on?
have. I was thinking about this on the drive home from my mother's house as I drove through the cloud that is Missouri.
Yeah, it's weird out there right
and
now.
it's 91% humidity.
Yeah,
I
it's
just
like
needed to state that
everything is wet and it hasn't rained.
it has not rained.
Yeah.
So it's good to be home.
It's weird. Yeah. Well,
God damn, this beer is intense.
yeah. Are you enjoying it, or are you just drinking it because it's in front of you?
I will drink the rest of it.
Yeah.
Am I enjoying it? I don't know.
I don't know.
I also
either.
got a nice little steak taters and gravy right here.
Stag. Maybe the opposite beer of.
Yeah. This is essentially bad water, and this is toxic sludge.
Yeah, the most condensed form of.
It's thick.
It's very thick.
Blood-like.
Well, we're expecting a quiet week for this next week as everyone has the festivities. But kind of surprisingly, we just had yet another very active, huge week for this Cardinal offseason. Already the most active Cardinal offseason in ever, a decade. Like the volume of moves and the impact
The
of them.
volume. Yeah. I think if you're looking, because obviously like acquiring a Jim Edmonds or a Scott Rowland,
Sure.
that's impactful.
Right.
But the volume, hard to argue with that.
Yeah, there hasn't been a or even an Arenado or a Goldschmidt
right.
Acquisition, but in the inverse, moving some of these players and the amount that we're expecting.
I can't believe Willson Contreras gave up on this team. That's what you're getting at, right?
That's what I'm getting
Yeah.
at now. So that's obviously the big one that would be the bulk of the conversation in today's episode, is that Willson Contreras has been traded to the Red Sox, ending his tenure with the St. Louis Cardinals at 3 seasons of the 5 that he signed going into or after the 2022 season. I guess before we get into the specifics of the trade, of which there's a fair amount to discuss, I'll just say, like, our take this whole time has been that it makes sense to trade Willson Contreras.
Yeah.
But when we do, I'm going to be sad. And that's how I feel.
Yeah.
It's a really bittersweet because I think it made sense. I think the deal's fine. We'll get into it. But ultimately, like, the team is considerably worse now in 2026. And I think, more importantly for what our expectations were in 2026, less fun.
Yes. Harder. It's a worse product to watch.
Yeah.
Nightly.
And Willson Contreras, his tenure, there was a bumpy start, mostly not his fault. As history has, as we've looked back on that period, we mostly blame guys like Jack Flaherty and other people who were blaming him for some things. But he himself has never been anything but like exactly what you want on your team. Charismatic, energetic, aggressive, good, fun team guy. I've just really enjoyed having Willson Contreras on the team. So it's a bummer.
Also, like, cheerleader, fiery.
Yeah.
Like, what do you say? We fuck everybody.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
Who else?
Fuck everybody.
What other player in baseball is giving you that sound?
Yeah, it's incredible. And it's a bummer. It's one of the bummers of this era that ultimately the net, we had Goldschmidt, Arenado, Willson Contreras all on the same team. All when they should have been good or were good together, and there's really no outcome of that, and it's now being stripped apart. But
baseball changes so quickly, but it is funny to think about, like, what the hottest commodity in this year's offseason is right-handed power hitting.
Yeah.
The Cardinals had arguably three of the better right-handed power hitters in their lineup.
Yeah.
And did absolutely nothing
Right.
with it.
Yeah. 2022 good season, but not with Contreras.
Right.
Yeah.
And I think I expect when Willson Contreras comes back in a Boston uniform, that he will be treated. He'll get a standing ovation.
I think so.
People will be very excited to see him back. And St. Louis will give him the old, the thing that we like to do.
We've done far more for far less.
Right.
And ultimately, I think all that reputation stuff of the early part of his St. Louis career, that's all gone. I think he is leaving as a pretty beloved
100%,
member of the team. And I think the landing spot for him is kind of perfect. It might be hard to hit some dingers there for him in his profile, but he's going to hit 1 billion doubles. I'm expecting a very good average.
Man, I saw his spray chart from 2025 laid over the Boston's field.
Yeah.
And obviously, like, the launch angle is going to be the only problem, getting that ball over the Green Monster. But he might hit 50 doubles this year. Because you talked about it last episode. He hasn't lost a beat on his bat speed. He crushes the shit out of the ball. He's got a great approach. I think he's going to be banking doubles all over that park. And I bet you he hits more home runs than he ever did with the Cardinals.
Yeah.
I think it's going to work out really well.
I think so, too. I saw Boston fans are a tough fan base. Most were pretty happy that they have acquired Willson Contreras.
Yeah.
Some are starting to get mad that they're going about it this way, depleting a lot of their depth and instead of just going and spending money, which is a reasonable critique, but I'm not deep on the Red Sox, so I can't really get in there.
I think they're going to continue. I think they're going to sign Alex Bregman. I think Bregman is going to make a lot of money.
Yeah. But I think it's a perfect addition for them. It gives them a chance to let Cassis fully heal and sort of age into the role. And he's going to be good. He's going to be really good. So I'm not surprised he waived his no trade. He also, in doing so, got another $1 million added to his buyout. So pretty easy choice for Willson. Go join, be with Sonny.
Yep.
And on a team that plans to compete and make an extra milli when he was going to be, the best hitter on a bad team.
Right.
And he's not getting any younger. So good for him.
I feel like, and I'd be curious for people who are listening to this to check me on this, but just like looking at what Willson Contreras did as a Cardinal over 344 games over the last 3 years, would it surprise you to learn that he is 23rd in MLB with WRC plus over that time?
Yeah.
He is sandwiched by Jose Ramirez and Seiya Suzuki.
Yeah.
And in the same conversation as Rafael Devers and Francisco Lindor. Like, they're all within a point of each other.
Yeah.
And obviously, he didn't have as much availability as those guys.
Right.
Some of those injuries, not his fault. Some of that's just
Yeah.
being a catcher. Some of it's getting whacked in the arm by JD Martinez.
Right.
But, like, that rate stat that puts him as a top 25 hitter in baseball over that time.
Yeah.
And like I said, going to a more friendly ballpark, I want him to ball out there.
Yeah.
I want it to work out.
I do
just,
too.
Just because I've just become such a Willson Contreras fan over this time.
Yeah, he's fun. And it's not just a better offensive environment, but a better offense too.
Yes.
He's going to be surrounded by a lot of good hitters, a lot of young guys too. So it's a good ad.
I feel like Boston's going to love him too, his like kind of competitive insanity that he brings. And I feel like it's probably good for like Roman Anthony and Marcelo Meyer and who else? Sedane Raphael and who's the kid that had a rough start to his big league career? The second baseman, Christian Campbell.
Oh yeah,
I feel like he's going to be a good kind of the
veteran.
I just feel like it's going to work out well. I guess we should talk about it though. The St. Louis, so the trade, the Cardinals sent Willson Contreras and $8 million.
Wow.
To the Red Sox for 3 more right-handed pitchers.
Stack them up.
Hunter Dobbins was kind of the headliner of the group, and Joker. Fajardo. That's one pitcher.
So watching Ben struggle with this in real life is worse.
I got that Midwestern mouth. I can't wrap my tongue around it.
All those Santa cookies too.
I didn't have any Santa cookies today.
Oh,
I haven't had a cookie this whole trip.
what the hell? Get your shit together.
And Blake Aida.
Yeah.
AITA. Blake Aida. And I guess let's start with talking about Hunter. Anything else you want to say about Willson?
No. I guess good luck, Willson.
Good luck, Willson.
Yeah.
I expect him to ball out.
Yeah.
Oh, I guess one other thing I do want to say is I wonder if the Red Sox are going to use him to catch at all. They have Carlos Narvaez behind the dish, who was he a rookie last year?
Yes.
The younger player that had a really nice season. And they don't really have a great option outside of him. I wonder if he will flex to catch it all.
So far, they've said they plan to play him at first base and DH.
Yeah. It would make the most sense.
Yeah. I think his catching.
It's hard to imagine a catcher that wasn't great at catching taking a year off and then being a viable big league catcher after that.
Yeah. And he's not getting any younger. And he's shown that he's a good first baseman.
Yeah.
I don't think it makes any sense. He's probably their emergency catcher.
Yeah.
They can worry about that a little bit less, maybe not carry a third catcher, which of course we don't recommend. We recommend minimum 3 catchers.
If they want to take down the Blue Jays in the East,
they're going to need 3 to 4 catchers on that lineup minimum.
Easy.
So getting Contreras was great.
Right.
Yeah. Step in that direction.
They are stepping in that direction. So, okay. Yeah. Anyways, I think he's going to ball out. I think he's going to have a really nice year there. And annoyingly, I think Boston is making some good win now moves that are benefiting the Cardinals. Because the Cardinals have acquired half their flipping minor league system.
Yeah.
Let's start with Hunter Dobbins. Hunter Dobbins, arguably the best player the Cardinals have received right now, like today performance. Like Brandon Clark will probably or will hopefully develop past him.
Yeah.
But if you needed to play a game right now, Hunter Dobbins is arguably the best player. Do you agree with that?
I view him and Dick Fitz as almost identical players.
So
different approaches, but like same degree of floor and ceiling.
The reason I say this is because it sounds like what Chaim Bloom is saying, and I'm going off a lot of Jeff Jones from the Belleville News, the Democrat.
Yeah.
It seems like the front office is higher on Dobbins than they are with Dick Fitz. I don't know why that is exactly, but people who know more than us seem to be thinking that. But anyways, Hunter Dobbins, he suffered a season-ending ACL tear last year on his right knee after landing awkwardly while covering first base. Required surgery, but he's expected to be back in spring training of this year. He made his debut in 2025, posted a 4.13 ERA, 6.5% walk rate, and a little over 17% strikeout rate over his first 61 innings in the show. And one other thing I want to say about him is that this guy was originally drafted by Chaim Bloom. So Chaim Bloom, there's been a lot of chat about that. But this is actually, I think, maybe the only guy that Bloom, other than Blaze Jordan, that he's acquired that actually had a relationship with. Right.
Targeted in his previous life as a Red Sox guy. And which has been interesting because it has been funny how much they have traded with the Red Sox.
People are already linking them for Donovan, too, which is funny.
Yeah, which makes sense.
Yeah.
But also Donovan makes sense on every team.
He does.
So
any team that's trying to compete.
Yeah. But it is just, it's curious.
Yes.
How much it's happened. But they've all been fine trades. So it's, I don't have an opinion on it. I just think it's interesting.
You have a GM who is sacrificing their future for the now.
Yeah.
And Chaim Bloom is taking advantage of that. It is just straight up weird that it is Chaim Bloom's former team. That's inarguable.
Well, because he got fired by them too. So I don't know what the relationship was, but it's not like they're best friends. So
also, Craig Breslow is sitting on Chaim Bloom's shoulders with Roman Anthony and all these guys we've been talking about. Who brought those guys in?
Very strange.
Yes.
But yeah, so I think Hunter Dobbins, like Dick Fitz, the key to the value here is that he has only pitched 60 innings in the major league.
Right at 61,
and has his full length of his rookie contract still, all options, everything. So this is just another guy who has started at the major league level that we have for basically the bulk of their career. Depending on you know what I mean by it. So it's, I think what this does is just continues to showcase the real value of major league starting pitching, almost regardless of like high end quality.
100%.
Because I'll be honest, when I first saw this trade, I was a little underwhelmed. I thought that Willson would bring something a little more blue chip back. But as I looked more into Hunter Dobbins, which we're going to do here in a moment, and understood the two other guys that are involved, I've ultimately come around to say I'm pretty happy with this trade.
Yeah.
But what do you see out of Dobbins? Like, what's he going to do? What's he do on the mound? What's his profile?
Yeah, so he is a guy that has a firm fastball, just like Dick Fitz.
Right.
It sits around 95. He is a little old for a rookie. He's 26. He's a right-handed thrower. And then he throws a four-seam. He throws a sinker. He throws a slider and a curveball. And the sinker, slider, curveball, in his brief time in the bigs this year, rated out pretty well. The fastball may be his worst pitch. But this is a guy with a big league repertoire that can spin the ball really well. And right now, at this point in his career, he's been much more of a ground ball guy than you would think of somebody who's got a nice curveball, a nice slider, but it's that sinker. So you have to, there's a lot. I would think that the Cardinals think that they probably can make some adjustments to get some more Ks. And throughout his minor league career, he's been very durable. In 2024, he started 25 games. He threw 125 and 2/3 innings. Obviously, he was hurt last year, but you would expect this guy can come in, probably take a start. I would say almost guaranteed to take a starting rotation spot for the Cardinals, assuming health, and probably pitch somewhere around 30 games.
Yeah. I assume he's in the opening day rotation.
Yeah.
Now there's still more off season. There's still at least one very valuable trade chip hanging and two others that seem to be out there in Lars Nootbaar and Nolan Arenado, though the return will be very different for those types of guys. But still, more pitching could be coming in. But as it stands right now, I think your rotation is probably, I'm gonna guess Liberatore's opening day.
Yeah.
Then probably Dustin May.
Yeah.
Then Michael McGreevy, though they might swap those two just out of a sense of like allegiance and who's been here. And then Dick Fitz and Hunter Dobbins or vice versa. That's my guess.
Yeah.
And I think there's a legitimate chance that Hunter Dobbins and Dick Fitz are filling those two slots, the 4 and 5 on this roster for the next 5 years.
Yeah.
And that's the value of it. Like, they're not going to win a Cy Young. They might have some peak seasons, especially Dobbins, who's entering into his peak years, of some real good outcomes. Ben just took a swig of his stout. Didn't look like it was an enjoyable swig.
And it comes in a tall boy.
Yeah, they always
psychos drinking that.
They always do that with these stouts. They're always like, this is too much.
Yeah.
You should drink these like this, like 4 ounces at a time.
I'm sipping it like whiskey.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think you're probably right. I'm very curious to see, because the way that the tea leaves are reading so far is that Kyle Leahy is going to, they really want to see him start.
Yeah.
But I think you're probably right. And also, if Hunter Dobbins or Dick Fitz is your 6th starter,
right,
who's keeping warm in AAA, God, like, how much better of a spot are we in than we have been? What I'll be and I know we're getting off topic here, but very curious to see if Andre Palante is a Cardinal for much longer.
Yeah.
I almost feel like the way, so we have Dobbins, we have Fitz, we have the guys that you just mentioned. Obviously, Dustin May, huge question mark on his health, right? So Palante maybe does still have a role here, but it seems extremely clear to me that the Cardinals are going to either sign another veteran pitcher, or we're going to get a big league or very close to big league ready starting pitcher for Brendan Donovan.
Yeah. Although I do, with the abundance of pitching they've gotten from the Sonny Gray and Willson Contreras trade, I do wonder if they start to open up the shopping a little bit with Donovan. I mean, we already heard Lazaro Montez is a name floated. Who knows if that's real or not?
Right.
But like, that's not a pitcher, right? That's a power hitting outfield bat. So maybe.
Yeah, I mean, depending on what you think your window is, which I think argue that 26 clearly a rebuilding year. I guess 27 is a rebuilding year. My guess is the light switch starts to flip on 28, and then we're full gas 29.
I mean, who knows? We thought 25 was going to be a rebuild year and 26 was going to be the go year.
Yeah.
But I guess I'm hopeful that 26 is a rebuild year and then 27 is the let's compete. We're not going to go all in, but we're not going to, trade our veterans, or, we're going to see where it goes, like the Tigers have done recently, and other teams that are like on the cusp.
Yeah.
Nate's
dying.
I'm dying. Still coughing.
So to switch back about Hunter Dobbins, I did something that we forgot to talk about with his repertoire is that he has added a splinker. Late in the 2024 season, the splinker has become a better pitch for him, and maybe arguably his best pitch. So we're very curious to see how that continues to develop. So you think about this guy. Curveball is plus. We all agree on that, or baseball agrees on that.
Sure.
He's got a decent slider. He's got a decent cutter. The splinker is becoming more and more of a pitch. The fastball sits 95, even though it's not great. It's easy to see how that guy could, get more out of that arm and that little caboose he's got.
Is there a more fun pitch name than a splinker?
Well, I don't know. Are these pitch names good? These pitch names that aren't real pitches, are they okay?
Well, they're real pitches now.
Well, they're
but
real pitches now.
Like a slurve. I mean, that one's been around for a while.
And maybe I'm just dumb. Well, I'm dumb, but maybe I just don't get it because I don't. How is it a splinker? Because a splitter and a sinker both
drop.
So is it just a different grip
Well, the
on a
splitter
sinker or on a splitter?
Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah.
Because a splitter is
Light
more
me
akin
up
to
in
a
the
changeup,
Minchies.
right?
Yeah.
And a sinker is a fastball that sinks.
Right. So how do you throw both at the same time? And if you out there know, light me up in those Minchies, for real.
Yeah.
I don't know.
We
Love
need
to know
we
more
need
about that.
Nick Pollock back on the show.
Yeah, maybe we'll have Nick on to educate us there.
Yeah.
Because I really don't know how
What is
that works.
Splinker?
Seriously. Hit it up.
Yeah.
Anything else you want to say about Hunter?
No, I guess what you were kind of getting at there, though, is that this seems like there's a perception of more upside.
I think so.
Because it's one thing that's been interesting to me is that the whole league has been moving towards strikeouts. The Cardinals have seemingly been moving towards strikeouts with drafting Liam Doyle and Brandon Clark and that sort of thing. But the two centerpieces of the two biggest trades they've made this offseason have been for very not strikeout guys. Right. And so part of me is that, well, they're not strikeout guys now.
Yeah.
And so they think they can make the change. Are they saying these guys will play up better in Busch Stadium? We've always been a ground ball team, and let's not go too far away from that. You know, there's that idea. Or is it just the reality is Sonny Gray and Willson Contreras are also have their flaws, and we're never going to get you like a locked in, high strikeout, young ace, or not even ace, but like a young pitcher with strikeout upside. And like the best we could do are these like perennial 4-5s and get some prospects that have some upside for that.
I think that's where it's at. I think that your Chaim Bloom, you look at the teams over the entire organization's pitching system, and you can go get Hunter Dobbins and Dick Fitz, bring them in, immediately improve your big league roster.
Yeah.
Like overnight. You also get to pick up these guys like Brandon Clark and Joyker Fajardo, who maybe you really, really like. And rather than betting your horse on one guy,
right?
And we know pitching prospects, they are born to die.
Yeah.
Like the elbows are going to be exploding. Why don't we go get three guys?
Right.
And if one of these three guys if one of these three guys can impact the big league club immediately, and then I can bet on two of them, I think I like those numbers.
Right.
Better. And maybe we never talk about Fajardo again. And maybe he's got the most electric stuff in the org in 2 years. You know, who knows? He is 18 years old right now.
Yeah. So let's talk about him. He was acquired by the Red Sox from the White Sox in a it was a sock to sock trade where they traded Cam Boozer. Yeah. Great name.
Also, top tier mustache. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's got that real
it's a good
handlebar.
So Cam Boozer had some value, and they traded him 1-for-1 for this guy who had received the highest international signing bonus or something like that in the 2024.
I think it was for Venezuelan players.
Okay. Yeah. And so they targeted him as the Red Sox, and he's had a pretty big breakout in 2025. He's not on most prospect lists right now. He was ranked 23rd overall in the Red Sox system, which is not that high, but I think a lot of it is just simply that he is an 18-year-old pitcher.
Yeah.
And you almost never see a pitcher that age anywhere in the top prospect lists because there's just so much of a gamble. It's like the true lottery ticket.
Right.
But he is the high strikeout, electric type guy that could end up being one of the best pitchers in baseball, could be a reliever, could never make it past Double A.
Right.
We just don't know. But it is a quite exciting lottery ticket that multiple teams have highly valued at different times. And I suspect this was what the $8 million throw-in for Willson really got back.
Right.
Because I think probably if it was just no money, you're just doing like a Willson for Dobbins sort of thing, which we talked about with the Sonny Gray trade. We love it. Like we love to bash the DeWitts and how they spend money and all that. And
Chaim Bloom's got the magic.
They're doing this is what we were hoping they would do. Pay down the contracts to increase the return.
Yeah.
And it's happening. So credit, they're doing what most consider to be smart, modern baseball moves. And it just feels good. So I don't know. What else have you got on Joyker?
Yeah. So I think it's important. He was pitching across the complex league and low A last year. Again, he was 18 last year. He is a wee baby child. And over those 72 innings, he made 17 starts. He had an over 28% strikeout rate, a under 10% walk rate, and his FIP was 2.47. So that's a lot of stuff. It's low walks. It's staying in the zone. It's striking people out. It's getting people out all kinds of ways. And if I could read this, according to Eric Longenhagen at the beginning of last year, he said that he locates his fastball and slider well enough to have a starter projection, but his changeup is raw. He's a nice lower-level dev arm who's ahead of the development curve for his age. That is is catnip. That is all you want to hear. He is outperforming what you would expect from somebody his age, and he doesn't have a crazy walk issue, which for a 18, 19-year-old with stuff, that's all I need to hear. Let's see what you can do. Hopefully you stay healthy. Probably will start in high A or double A next year. We have a lot of pitchers now. I would be very surprised
if it's double A. This is a guy you don't rush.
Yeah. But I mean, there's not a lot. He's got under 100 innings in professional baseball, but they all look good. And that, I think it's that last thing, the fact that he is ahead of the development curve is
it's exciting.
It just never happens anymore. I feel like you just never read that anymore.
Right. Yeah, it's generally, are you outperforming? It's like the Sebastian Walcott's being like 19 years old in double A.
Yeah.
Which is usually what the true high end prospects look like, is that they're too young for their level.
Yeah. I was just reading there was a good Fangraphs did a deep dive on Juan Soto before he came up, and talking about how he wasn't really on many prospect lists, and he was like, I think his highest ranking for Fangraphs was like 50 or something like that.
Yeah.
And the Nationals are like, this guy's ready for the big leagues in double A. Let's just do it.
I remember when they called him up because he was 19. I was like,
who is this kid?
Well, yeah, because I'm pretty into prospects and dynasty stuff, and like, I didn't know who he was.
Yeah.
And they call him up, and then here we go.
Yeah. So. All right. So the last guy that we got in this deal was, like I said, Blake Aida. Blake is a 22-year-old starting pitcher. He pitched for Boston in low A and high A, accrued 115 and a third innings, rocked a 3.61 xFIP. Low walk numbers. The strikeout numbers are not amazing, about 21% at both stops. He's a big guy, and I think very projectable. He is 6'4", 215.
Big boy.
But again, he was kind of another guy that the Cardinals bring in. Have to call him a lottery ticket too. Obviously older.
Yeah.
It is funny that he's so young and 4 years older than Friedo. But anyways, Blake is here.
Yeah, it's hard. There's less to say about him. Feels like organizational depth.
Yeah.
Reliever, maybe.
So it's the slider. The slider is really, really good. There might not be anything else there.
Yeah.
So he might be a relief pitcher. Maybe he becomes a closer. Maybe, or I would say highly unlikely he sticks around as a starter. But the slider spins.
Yeah.
And that's as transferable as any skill that there is in baseball.
Yeah. Yeah. We've talked about this a little bit already, but like the big unknown about all of these pitchers that the Cardinals are bringing in is, what is this new brain trust development capabilities? Like, we don't really know yet. What are they targeting, and what can they do with what they target?
Right.
Because you can kind of put together like a system here of what kind of guys they're looking for. It's pretty wide range, but we are seeing like high spin across most of these guys, right? Even the Dobbins and Fitz, who are not big strikeout guys, there's still a lot of spin going on there.
Right.
And so do they think that there's another level? Do they just think that they're going to be successful with what they have? We don't really know. And so that'll be really interesting to see if it's like there becomes a pipeline that we have a better, this is a Cardinal guy. This is a guy they go and get. We can see where they're going to go with it.
So funny. I think it's because like my baseball brain grew up in like the late aughts and the tens, and seeing a guy like Fitz or Dobson that sits 95 with a couple of good breaking balls and being like, he might be able to stick around the back of a rotation.
I know, it's wild
if he stays healthy and other players don't surpass him. It's just kind of brain breaking. But
it's just such a different game now.
Yeah, it is.
That's not the only pitcher the Cardinals brought in this week. But before we get into it, any other thoughts on the Willson Contreras trade as a whole?
I like the trade.
Yeah.
I think it's good. Like I said, I think you throw 3 darts rather than 1. I think that I kind of align with you. I have faith that Chaim, the Bloom and Goons know what they're looking for.
Yeah.
I have faith right now that they can get a little bit more developmental juice out of these players. And I also know like the Red Sox were really trying to do, they're really doing one thing. They talked about it in the Red Sox documentary on Netflix. Players are talking about it. What do they want to do is spin the ball, spin the ball, spin the ball.
Yeah.
And I do think that they have, I think that thought, it makes sense, right? Throw your best pitch more often. But I also think that one size does not fit all. So I'm very curious to see if these young guys come in and they get a hopefully more tailored approach.
Yeah.
I think that, let's be positive right now.
Yeah.
I think good things are going to happen. Willson Contreras made no sense on this team competitively.
Right.
Good to watch. So anyways, going and trading him for 3 guys who 2 of which I feel pretty good about, and Blake Aida being a huge question mark. I feel totally fine with.
Yeah.
And Hunter Dobbins, I kind of good name too, right?
Yeah, it's a good name.
Hunt Dobb and Dick Fit.
Yeah.
So I'm happy about this.
Yeah.
It is crazy though. Matz, Gray, Contreras have netted us like, what is it, 8 players?
Yeah.
All from the Red Sox?
All from the Red Sox.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting.
And Tyler O'Neill, right? Wasn't that?
Was that what the Red? That was.
But that was before.
Who did we get for Tyler O'Neill?
Mm.
Sounds like a game you would make me.
Yeah, I know, right?
All right, keep talking. I'm going to Google that trade.
Well, the Cardinals, as I mentioned before, the Cardinals did acquire another pitcher. They signed former first-round draft pick Jared Schuster to a minor league deal.
Tyler O'Neill was traded to the Red Sox for Nick Robertson and Victor Santos.
Right. Yeah. What a great trade.
To be clear, that was a Mozeliak trade.
Yes. Okay. Jared Schuster, former first-round pick, I believe by the Angels, and or was it the Braves?
He was a first-round pick in 2020 by the Atlanta Braves.
That's right.
Out of Wake Forest.
Yeah. Braves a pretty good pitching factory. Took him in the first round. There was a while that he was pretty well regarded, but just has not been able to click and is now on a minor league deal with the St. Louis Cardinals. What's your take on this one?
Yeah, it's a guy who has that spin thing again, right? He is a lefty reliever who has potential. We've seen around the game the value of lefty relievers. My thought on this is that the Cardinals think that they can take a shot at this guy. Maybe they have some developmental juice to squeeze out of him. He will be 27 next year.
Yeah.
But if you can get this guy who has good stuff to be effective, you can flip him at the deadline for something real. I mean, we're seeing you get Harry Ford for a good left-handed relief pitcher. So that's my guess, is that he has pedigree, he has a good changeup, and the Cardinals are thinking, Let's take a chance. We have room for this guy on our team.
It wouldn't surprise me if
and
we
hopefully
see
a plan.
Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me if we see like 5 more of these. This is that reliever roulette that we talk about. That they're just going to keep throwing darts. Most of them don't work, but a few do, and you end up with a Riley O'Brien and other good relievers.
Sure. We love him. Ryan Fernandez, how about that? He was with the White Sox a very limited time last year. He threw 15 2/3 innings. He had an 8 ERA.
It's rough.
But his FIP 2.94, his expected FIP 4.81. So he's not an 8 ERA guy. He is a reliever. Let's bring him in and see what he can do. He had a 4.29 BABIP last year. I think he's going to be better than an 8 ERA this year.
You think so?
If he cracks a big league club.
Yeah. We may never see him. But you like him just stacking arms. It's what they've done. It's what they're doing. And
he's got a plus pitch. This isn't just a guy. He's got a real changeup that can really get guys out. See what they can do with that.
Yeah. The last little note for this, the offseason as it ticks along is we know now that the Cardinals are looking to add a right-handed hitting outfielder.
It's funny. You get rid of Willson Contreras, and what do you need all of a sudden?
Oh, man, we need some right-handed
We
bats.
need a right-handed hitter.
Yeah.
So obviously, I guess to talk about why that makes sense, or I guess if you think it makes sense, but this means that Alec Burleson is probably your starting first baseman going forward. I guess that's the one thing we didn't really talk about Willson Contreras moving is Alec Burleson's your first baseman, right?
Yeah.
Maybe Gorman takes some reps over there. Maybe Ivan Herrera takes some reps over there. End of list.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. So
all swapping around first and DH.
So if the Cardinals keep Lars Nootbaar, that means that your outfield is likely Lars, Jordan Walker, Victor Scott. 2 of those guys are left-handed hitters. Alec Burleson is a left-handed hitter. You would think that the Cardinals might be a little weak against a strong lefty with that lineup. So I think it makes sense. Now, I think the real question is who's a right-handed hitter?
Yeah.
Was it Rob Schneider that just got signed by the Mariners?
Yeah.
I thought that would have been a fun signing. Go get a guy who's got really good platoon numbers for 1 year and keep your head above water, flip him at the trade deadline.
Right. Yeah. I think that to me the question is it that they're looking for a stopgap 1 year kind of guy, or is it that they're actually looking to maybe trade Nootbaar and make like an actual addition to the lineup that you're saying it's not just this year, it's hopefully the foreseeable future.
Who is that guy?
I don't know. I haven't looked at the available outfielders right now.
Right.
But I'd be surprised if it's that. But with all this trade talk, I could see there being a target there somewhere.
Yeah, I'm trying to who would the Cardinals grab? Ref Schneider, he's already gone. Adolis Garcia, he's already gone.
Yeah.
Hassan Kim, Morel, a lot of these. Lane Thomas just signed. I mean, who could the Cardinals pick up? Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
Somebody mentioned who's outfielder for the Reds last year. He's on a 1-year contract. Cannot think of
Fraley?
his name. No. This is good podcasting.
Yeah.
He was a 4th out. Austin Hayes.
Oh, sure.
Austin Hayes is an interesting guy.
Yeah.
Marcelo Ozuna, you could bring him in.
Yeah.
You like that?
That'd be fun.
Yeah.
Wait, let's roll that one back again. Everyone's favorite former Cardinal in trade.
All right. I have 2 names I can throw out that I think that are more real names. I was thinking about this earlier today. Miguel Andujar, who had a good year against lefties for the A's last year, and Starling Marte, who did not have a great year last year, but is an exciting player. He's 37 years old.
Yeah, I was going to say, he hasn't really been relevant for a while now, though.
But could he come in, play a fine left-right field, hit against lefties, and be fun for you and I to watch for a summer?
Maybe, if he stays healthy.
If he stays healthy, which he has not done for 3 years.
Yeah, it's been a while since he's been relevant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
End of list?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah,
so
that's all
I guess
got.
we'll see.
Paul DeYoung's a free agent.
Hey, there you go. Can he play left field?
Sure.
Probably, actually.
Absolutely.
Yeah. It'll just be something to track as the offseason goes along. I think you're probably right, though. It'll be some short-term thing.
Yeah, why not? Bring in a guy.
Yeah.
Add competition. Flip him at the deadline, hopefully.
Yeah.
But yeah, I really don't think it's going to be any big name.
Yeah.
Unless it's a trade, I guess.
Yeah. All right. Well, I think you got anything else, Cardinal news?
No, it's been a good Christmas, though. This is keep it going. I cannot wait for the Brendan Donovan trade to hit my phone.
I know. I've been waiting. The Willson Contreras one was like, what? Huh,
I know.
Here we go.
Just reloading MLB trade rumors real quick. But yeah, no, that's all we got.
Christmas Eve trade.
You never know.
Yeah. Oh, hey, by the way, Merry Christmas. We're officially into
Hey, Merry Christmas. We did it.
We did it. All right. Well, we're going to do a brief league news, and we're going to play a little game.
Ooh.
But before we do that, we want to remind our listeners that this show is listener-supported by listeners just like you.
Looking right down the barrel right now. Oh.
If you want to support the show and help me buy cough medicine,
yeah,
consider joining the Patreon, patreon.com/talkingaboutbirds. Patrons of every level get access to our private Discord server. It's the Bird Scored. You've heard us talk about it. It's like I heard about the Willson Contreras trade first on that.
Yes.
Like it is become an actual resource as well as a wonderful place to talk to other Cardinal fans, other listeners of the show, and just a good way to have like actual conversations with baseball fans and not be on shitty social media where you just don't really know who or what you're talking to.
Wow.
Yeah. You could also go to your favorite podcast platform and leave us a review. It's something that we really appreciate. And you can be like the person who just left us a positive review as I scramble to pull it up.
5 stars only.
We want to thank Lazy Bean for saying some very nice words about us.
Wow.
They put in the headline, I enjoy watching baseball. One of our shirts you can get at talkingaboutbirds.com. And they said it's their go-to Cardinal podcast as well. Some nice things about us. And I will say, Lazy Bean, you're our go-to listener.
Anytime I think of somebody listening to the show, I think of Lazy Bean.
Yep, same.
So I like to think about what a Lazy Bean might be.
Yeah, look in the mirror.
I was thinking it's like an alternate brand for a beanbag. You know, you can get the beanbag, or you can get
a lazy
bean.
like a lazy boy.
Yeah,
the Lazy Bean.
Yeah,
makes sense. Tell your friends, tell your family.
Okay.
We appreciate it. Ambon, where else can people find us online?
Speaking of shitty,
we're on one
social
of them.
media platforms.
We're on 2 or 3 of them.
Yeah. You can follow us on Blue Sky. We're over there. We have an Instagram. We got a TikTok. You can come look at our mouths flap around on TikTok. YouTube. You could be watching this show right now on YouTube.com. You see me looking at you? Yeah. You can find all the podcast information, T-shirts, and more at talkingaboutbirds.com. You can email us at talkaboutbirds@gmail.com. And of course, you can call us and leave a voicemail or send us a text message to I fucked it up. Too excited. The sludge is getting to my brain. You can call us at 848-48-BIRDS. That's 848-482-4737.
848-48-BIRDS.
Wow.
All right, Hambone. We're keeping it brief this ep.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a packed show.
Whew.
But there's just a couple items from this last week that I think that we thought were worth talking about. You want to run us through them real quick?
I think we have to talk about the largest deal, I think, in history that the Pittsburgh Pirates has ever given to a free agent position player. Yeah. And that is the Pirates have decided to sign former Orioles, Padres, he's been all over the place, first baseman, DH outfielder type guy, lefty hitter, Ryan O'Hearn, to a 2-year deal worth $29 million.
Yeah.
So I think it was said in the Bird Score that the Pirates are going for it. Things are happening. They acquired Brandon Lowe earlier in the winter.
Yeah.
They are raising the bar. What do you think of this deal, Nate?
I like it. You know, I've never been a big Ryan O'Hearn fan, but after this deal, I went and decided to pull him up, and I mean, 343 expected WOBA last year.
Yeah.
Pretty good deal. We know their pitching is elite. We know the NL Central is up for grabs. I don't think they're there yet.
No.
But adding Brandon Lowe and Ryan O'Hearn is a significant improvement to their offense. It is a black hole kind of right after these guys and O'Neal Cruz. But if a couple more moves, a couple more guys, we might be looking at an 80-win team here. But also Paul Skeens, if Bubba Chandler takes a step forward, I think Jared Jones is back. Like,
you have a huge margin for error when you have the pitching staff that they have.
Yeah, exactly. Like, so I guess I don't think it's enough yet.
No,
but I will say I really like it. It's just nice to see the Pirates do something to actually improve the team. Whether you believe they will claim small market, we know they could spend a lot more money than they actually do, which is frustrating. Like if they actually went out and got an Alex Bregman and a Ryan O'Hearn, they could make themselves the favorites for the NL Central
for sure.
with the pitching that they have.
For sure.
They're not doing that with this, but they are at least lifting the floor. They're putting themselves in the range of outcomes where if everything breaks right, they are competitive.
Yeah.
Which is not how they've been for a decade now.
Right.
So I like that. When the Pirates are good, it's more fun. It's a rivalry that I enjoy. I like when the Pirates are good. It's a historic team. It's been so disappointing how shitty they've been. And I felt bad for Skeens and some of these other guys. So I'm into it. We'll see.
Yeah. Yeah, I am. It's better than what they have been doing.
Yeah,
you can say that without a doubt.
Yeah,
I think that it's a bummer in just that, like, you're bringing in Ryan O'Hearn, who's a 32-year-old who's coming off a career year and broke out to some degree. Can he carry that?
Right.
Is he going to keep doing the thing that he didn't do for a long time?
Right.
In his age 33 season.
Yeah.
But all the numbers look good.
Yeah.
His walk rate, his slugging, everything that you want to see looked well. And players do develop weirdly sometimes. Maybe he really did figure it out last year. I want that to be true. And the Brandon Lowe of it, is a oft-injured swing and miss guy going to be better in his age 32 season than he has been in the rest of his career? Probably not. But he also didn't move a ton to get this guy from the Pirates.
Every year that he's played, I think it's 130 games, he's hit over 30 home runs.
He's got real power.
Yeah.
And I like both of these guys as players. But I agree. I don't think it's enough. I think that, you're really expecting a lot out of O'Neal Cruz in this lineup formation. You're really expecting Spencer Horwitz to do something.
Yeah.
Which has been hard.
Yeah.
And I just hate that we have Paul Skeens and the other names on this team in the pitching rotation, and they're not like the pessimistic version of me is like, they're doing this because the CBA is coming up and they don't want their slapped.
I know. They're trying to get above so they can say, look, we don't need a salary floor.
Yeah.
Right. Look, we're spending. No need for a floor.
Right.
Yeah.
And prior to this, I think their largest deal for free agent period was the Liriano deal in 2014.
It was I saw something. It was 10 years like to the day since their last big free agent signing.
This is just a joke of a franchise.
Yeah.
But it's good.
Yeah.
And it's nice that a 31-year-old, 32-year-old guy that broke out just got $30 million.
Sure.
So I like that.
Yeah.
All right, a guy comes off of our competition, Nate, our free agent signing competition, and honestly gets a lot less money than I expected him to. The White Sox have officially announced their signing of infielder Munetaka Murakami, 2-year deal worth $34 million. He said in his press conference that he essentially opted to sign a shorter deal with a higher AAV as opposed to the inverse because he wanted to come in, bash for 2 years, and get paid as a 27-year-old.
Yeah.
And I like all of that.
Yeah, I mean,
confidence.
We always love people betting on themselves. It's more fun, it's more interesting, and it's exciting when it pays off.
Yeah.
I worry for Mr. Murakami that he has chosen the worst possible landing spot as far as a lineup around him that will support him, and seemingly a coaching staff and front office that has the tools and resources needed to develop players. He is loaded with red flags as far as performance goes. We've made comparisons to guys like Nolan Gorman or Miguel Sano. You know, like your goal here, your best case outcome is maybe 40 home runs with like a 220 batting average.
Yeah.
230, 240 on like real peak seasons. So what that also means is he could bat 180 for a season and be bad. So I really worry that the White Sox are the worst team to support him on that.
Yeah.
But pretty good ballpark to hit in, or at least a fine ballpark to hit in. There is a bit of White Sox growth going on from an offensive standpoint. So I don't want to be too negative here. It's just like, if you're looking for a place to make your name, just doesn't feel like right now the White Sox are the team to do it. Other than that, he has a total runway.
Yes.
There is nobody fighting him for anything. He can play all day, every day for 2 years probably with no concerns for playing time.
He might be the face of this franchise come June.
Yeah.
You know, like,
yeah.
We'll see.
Well, they're apparently trying to trade Robert now.
Yeah, they should.
Yeah.
They should have done that 2 years ago.
Yeah, but it's funny to sign Murakami for 2 years and then try to trade their other best offensive player.
Yeah.
But whatever.
They're a bad team. Bad org.
Yeah.
All right. That's all I got for league news.
All right, Hambone. Santa Claus is coming to town, and he's got a whole bunch of presents for you.
Okay, so that note on your phone looks long.
Yeah, but you have to choose which present you want.
Okay.
This is all positive stuff, Hambone. It's
like
Christmas.
That. Great. Look at
this.
this.
Is essentially would you rather.
Okay.
Okay?
I can play.
Okay. 2026, the Cardinals surprise everyone and earn a wild card spot, or they play to our expectations in 2026 and in the draft lottery win the first overall pick.
Yeah, I'll take the second one.
The second one?
Yeah. Yeah, I think, honestly, winning the NL Central wouldn't be that big of a surprise. The Cubs, what the fuck are we doing?
Yeah.
What are you doing? Be better.
Right.
I could see the Reds losing 90 games this year. I could also see them winning 90
Made
games.
the playoffs last year.
I'm just so unimpressed by the quality of the National League Central right now. That's not like, yes, we did it.
Yeah.
So I'll take that first overall all day.
Okay. Yeah, I'm actually torn on this one because if they break out, surprise everyone, and win a wild, like I did earn a wild card spot.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Sorry. Yeah.
That means that like the development is working. And
that means Ivan Herrera is hitting. That means Mason Wynn is having a great season.
And so I don't need another year of development.
Sure.
I don't need a first overall pick, foot's on the gas.
Yeah.
Sort of thing.
Yeah.
So I think I'll pick the opposite as
okay.
you. I'll say I'd prefer that. All right. JJ Weatherholt breaks out big and wins the Rookie of the Year, or starts slow and is extended by the Cardinals for a reasonable price.
Golly. Starts slow and is extended. I want that Rookie of the Year. I just want it. It seems fun.
You lose a year of control.
I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
They should pay for him. If he plays well, they should pay for him anyways.
Yeah.
But I guess that's not what the scenario you're providing me. I want the Rookie of the Year. I want him to come out of the gates mashing.
Yeah. I think I agree on this one. We love a team-friendly deal.
We haven't had that in a long time.
I think Cardinal fans kind of need, I'm not going to say deserve, but need just a fun outcome of a young player coming up and just being good.
Yes. For once.
We haven't had that in so long.
Yeah.
I know Mason Wynn, but he hasn't hit the way we want him to yet.
Right.
Like I want just someone come up and just be good.
Yeah. You're right though. Mason Wynn has been very good.
He's been great.
Yeah.
I don't want to knock down Mason Wynn, 4.5, 4. Like he's been great.
Yeah.
But it's not like what we're talking about here, where a guy just comes out of the gates mashing.
Doinks. Yeah. 100%.
Yeah. Okay. A few more. You get to attend a World Series winning game,
Mm-hmm.
or so for the St. Louis Cardinals, like be clear, or witness a non-Cardinals perfect game.
Ooh. Oh man. Damn. World Series. You mean they win that game of the World Series, or the game?
It is the World Series clinching that you are at the game when they win the World Series.
Damn.
Technically more rare than seeing a perfect game, but
perfect game is just so historical.
Exactly.
I think I would take the Cardinals World Series, because we're not saying that the perfect game is a Cardinals player. It's just a guy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I'd go with Cardinals World Series to clinch.
Yeah. I think if it was a Cardinals...
Like if I was at Game 7 of the World Series in 11, that sounds like the most fun thing ever.
Yeah.
But a perfect... Yeah, no, I'm not happy with that World Series.
I think so, too.
Yeah.
I think so, too.
It is tough, though.
Yeah. I think the
thing with the perfect game, though, is you don't know it until the end.
That's
or the beginning of the end.
The growing sense of like really
doing it.
Yeah, that is if you're going to a clinching World Series game, you're going in knowing like
the whole week you're hyped.
Yeah. But like being a part of a perfect game, the realization, the stress of it all, I think it'd be a ton of fun.
It'd be a lot of fun.
Yeah. All right. You get 5 free games in the dugout side green seat area.
Okay.
Or 1 free game, Marlins man, like dead center right behind home plate.
Oh, I'll take the 5.
Yeah.
I just want to go to more games.
Yeah.
That's an easy one for me. I just want to be at more games.
Yeah.
I love going to baseball games.
I think I want that
Yeah.
I think that's got to be the best seat in the house.
Do you have to dress like Marlins guy?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, I'll take the 5
You have to
games.
be like a mimic of Marlins man.
Yeah,
Hi, I'm him too.
Maybe I'm just looking at that too simplistically, but yeah, I would 4 more games.
Yeah,
that's what I want.
Value wise, it's probably more expensive to do the 5 in the green than the 1 behind, but yeah. Okay. Last one, you get a card, big golden card at the stadium. It's unlimited forever.
Yeah,
unlimited hot dogs.
Yeah.
Unlimited nachos or desserts.
Desserts. Beer's not on the table.
No, beer's not on the table.
All right. So
we're responsible here.
Hot dogs, nachos,
yep.
Desserts.
Yep.
Whew. I mean, I love hot dogs, but you eat unlimited hot dogs, you're gonna die.
Yeah. But I mean, this is also just for your you may only have 1 a game, but
sure.
You're
I mean, what do I eat at the ballpark most often? Nachos.
Yeah.
And the good thing with nachos, there's a lot of variety.
Yeah.
I think I'm going with nachos.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, I'm going nachos too. Yeah. Desserts, I tried to do like a wide category because that might be interesting.
I mean, I love a baseball ice cream cone.
Yeah.
But nachos all.
I'm going nachos too. All right. Well, thanks, Santa. That's going to wrap up this episode, this game and this episode.
Wow.
200. It's done. It's
Holy
in the books.
Shit.
Thank you again to all of our listeners. Wherever you are, we really appreciate you listening and sticking with us, whether you're new or have been here for the entire time.
No one's listened to 200 episodes.
I don't think so. I don't think so. No. But maybe. I like Daniel, maybe.
Yeah.
He's been around. He's actually listened to like all of our old.
My God. Yeah. Poor soul.
But anyway, so thanks everybody. We really appreciate it. We'll be back next week, as always, with episode 201.
Wow.
And Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays to everyone. And until next week, let's go Cardinals.
Let's go Birds.
Walking down